You know what they say, all good things must one day come to an end. And that's exactly what's happening with my time in Brazil. I woke up and was like, I think my time here is done. I think I'm ready to go and experience something different. So I got me a ticket on Copa Airlines and I got a really good deal for a business class seat. And I'm like, let's go. Okay. Their business class includes two free check bags up to 70 pounds each, as well as club access. In Central and South America, most of their business class seats are very similar to a first class seat in the United States. They just have a different name. Now, my flight was a red eye, meaning we left at 1:30 in the morning. This is the latest I have, or earliest, whatever you want to put it, that I have ever taken a plane. But it was a really nice flight. I was like one of two other black people on the flight, but it wasn't bad. This is me and Bernie getting ready to get on our flight. This was really bittersweet for me because it's like when your spirit knows that it's time for something to be done, it's best to listen to your spirit. And although I still had 2 months left of my visa in the country, my spirit said it was time to go and experience something different. And I'm really big on listening to that now. I have not always listened to my spirit and my higher self when it's tried to tell me, you should go this way, or oh, you should do that, or oh, you should stop doing that. I've always tried to rationalize with it and make sense of the decision. Like, why should I be doing this right now, right? But this time in this season of my life, I listen to those inklings. I listen to those feelings that come across me that tell me that it's best for me to go right, even though intellectually left may mean, the best answer. But I've taken left most of my life, and now I want to see what it feels like to take right. And so as we're getting onto the plane, this was their 787, the 800 Max series, I believe it is. So there's one plane series that is newer than this one, and that's the 9 Max. So these ones don't have the lie flat seats, but they were still pretty comfortable. And I love that they gave you these trinkets. Now, I'm used to business class giving you a blanket and a pillow, but this came with like a little care package since it was a red eye flight. And so I was excited to receive that for my first time. So it came with an eye mask, and best believe I used that baby the whole time. Then it came with like some balm for your hands as well as for your lips, I believe it was. Then they give you a toothbrush and toothpaste because you are on an overnight flight. So by the time you land, it's going to be the next morning. Then they give you earplugs. You never know. There's going to be babies crying and all that jazz, as well as some mouthwash for you to rinse your mouth out after you finish eating the meal that they serve you on the plane. And then they give you like this little pamphlet about Copa Airlines. Now, this was my first time flying Copa Airlines. I've flown quite a few airplanes, so it was exciting to now pop my cherry with this airplane. And it was pretty spacious. It wasn't too bad, but hey, I was planning on going to sleep anyway. But they gave you some water to start the flight as we got in the air, and I said goodbye to Salvador, Brazil. I went to sleep pretty quickly. I had my Benadryl and I was knocked out outside of the little kid that kept kicking the back of my seat at me, okay? But I woke up just in time for breakfast that they served on the flight. And it was like this little pastry thingy with fruit. And then you got some bread and orange juice or whatever it is you wanted. In business class, you can have whatever you want. But it was pretty good. I can't really tell you what the meal was comparable to. It had like a gummy type of breakfast bar type of taste to it, but it was like wet, like it had a little bit of like gelatin to it. I don't know, y'all, but it was sweet. It was considered the sweet breakfast versus the other breakfast option that they had, which was eggs and potatoes. Now, the fruit was really good, honey. The fruit was nice and sweet. And I will say that I enjoyed the meal, even though I can't tell you exactly what it was that I was eating. You see here, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna get the job done, honey, okay? Is going to get the job done. Now, I did feel bad because I had traded my seat for another seat. At first, I was going to be on the side where the sunrise was going to be at, but when I was checking in, I saw that there were some openings. I'm like, ooh, I can potentially have no one next to me, but that's not what happened. Now, listen, why do people like to stand up as soon as the plane lands? Sit y'all ass down until it's your time. Y'all just be crowding up the middle of the lane. But shout out to my neighbor who held the line and didn't let anyone go in front of him before I came out, because they were piling up like they weren't gonna let any of us get off the plane, you know. So this was my last Portuguese speaking flight. It's so bittersweet, but we landed in Panama City, which is the main hub for Copa Airlines. This was my first time in Panama. I may go back to visit, I may not. I don't know. I keep hearing that Panama is a good place to go to, but this is me looking for the lounge. Baby, I was all over this dang on airport looking for the lounge. It was very hidden. It was so hard to see, but I eventually found it. And I went upstairs, and usually with the lounges, depending on the time of day, they have different meals that coincide. So it was breakfast time. Now, I will say that the Copa Lounge was very underwhelming. This was my least favorite lounge that I've ever been in. And I've been in Delta Lounge, I've been in Latam Lounge, I've been in American Lounge, and there was one more that I've been in. This is my least favorite so far. It wasn't too crowded, but the breakfast options, there weren't a lot of options available for you to eat on. And then it felt very bland. They didn't have showers available, individual bathrooms available. Heck, in order to find the bathroom, you had to go outside of the entry point to go to the restrooms in that area. And that was so different for me because I'm so used to the bathrooms being inside of the lounge. Now, the good thing was they had some good internet. And then another thing, I did get me a breakfast mimosa as well because I wanted to. Now, the breakfast mimosa was really good that I had. It was with pineapple and orange, I believe it was. I had him make it with, but it was really good. Now, personally, I feel like lounge access is very much so worth it when you have long flights, because typically they have very comfortable seating areas, they have good Wi-Fi, they typically have good food. Now, this one, it was pretty basic. I had some yogurt and some eggs. The people are usually always very welcoming. It's a great place to just sit, be comfortable, have all that you need in the process while you're waiting for your layover. I feel like lounge access is very much so worth it. I do feel like I get a little lucky with my flights and the cost of my flights because I fly one ways versus getting round trips. So the cost of a business class flight may be a little like around the price of a round trip economy flight, but it's best for me to fly first class or business class because my luggage is so heavy, and none of the economy flights come with check bags. You have to buy check bags separately, and the economy flights end up being more expensive than if I just bought the business class that comes with it. And so I made it to my gate just in time for us to begin boarding for my next flight. Now, the flight from Panama to, as you saw, Cartagena is about an hour and 15 minutes or so. So we didn't have a lot of time on this aircraft, which I'm a little sad about because I really liked this aircraft. I have never been on this aircraft. I believe this is like an Airbus 320. And so this one, although they don't have like the lie flat seats, they do have a lot of older features. As you see, when I get on the plane, I like to see what's what, where it's at, what's going on. And these are the TVs for first class and like the little screens for you to use. They didn't work on our flight because they had to turn it off because something was going on with the electricity on the plane, so we didn't have access to it. But baby, I've never had one of those screens or TVs ever before, so this was one of their older flights. And so as I was going through looking at all the different gadgets, I will say that there were parts of this plane and the seats that I really liked. Now they do have the food tray that is on the left hand side that just opens out, and you can use it for your food, your drinks, or for like your laptop or something if you need to get some writing or some work done. Now mind you, this was only an hour long flight, so there wasn't much that I could really get done. But I really like that this seat had recline options, that it gave you like a 145-degree angle. So although it doesn't have the full 180 bed angle, you have 145 angle to where they have this footrest where you can put your feet on. And then from that footrest, you can then raise it up basically, so where your legs are, nice and raised up and comfortable, and then you can recline your seat back as well. Now the beautiful part of this is that I basically had first class to myself. There were a couple other people, but they were in front of me, but no one was on the plane behind me in this area, so that's why my teddy bear was able to have her own seat as well. They gave me these good mango chips. This was my first time ever having mango chips, and they were so freaking good. OMG, OMG, OMG. But as we got on the runway, we had to wait for a second, and then eventually, baby, we were off into the air. Now the flight was very smooth. I enjoyed it. It was very relaxing, and I loved the views of outside of the window. Now this is what I was talking about where I said that the seats reclined to 145-degree angle. Baby, it was so comfortable. Now, I honestly wish that we had this airplane for that longer flight, which was about 7 hours for the first leg, because the seats were very comfortable. Now, look at this view. I didn't have service on my phone to know what part of the country, well, the continent that this was, but it is what it is. I could tell that we were getting closer into Colombia, though. I want y'all to let me know down below, are y'all a window seat person, or do y'all not like to see what's going on outside? I love to see what's going on outside, baby, because I be like, oh my gosh. Now in this area, for example, I'm like, are they stuck in dirt, or is that just like really brown water? Because I heard the Amazon has really brown water in certain parts, but they say it's drinkable. So I didn't know what the hell was going on at this part, honey. Okay, I was just flying and viewing and trying to figure out what was going on down there on the ground, honey. Well, in the water. But then I did see a few boats, and it looked like they were actually rowing, I guess you could say, on the boat. But that to the left is the island Tierra Bamba. We're now in Colombia. I've stayed on that island before, and it was so freaking beautiful. And then to the right, that is the city. And then now we're getting ready to land, honey. Now this was a smooth exit off of the plane. because this plane wasn't as full as the other ones. And just like in Central and South America fashion, honey, we have to get off the plane by going downstairs. They typically don't have ramps in Central and South America when you're getting off the plane. That's just something that I've come to accept. That's not in every country, but it's in most of the countries that I've gone to, because we didn't have it when we got off the plane when we got to Panama, but I believe that plane was a big like layover flight for a lot of people, so maybe that's why we didn't have that. I don't know, but that was my first time in a long time. Now listen, customs went by so freaking fast. I was the first person in line, y'all. I've never had this happen in Cartagena before, and I've been there a few times. The last time I was just there in December, it was a 2.5 hour long wait in customs. Yes, 2.5 hours, but shout out to my bags to have priority with my bags. So my bags came out first, thank goodness, so I didn't have to wait too long. And then now I'm just off to my new Airbnb. So let's get the tour replaced. So this is 1 bedroom. And the bedroom has air conditioning in there. The view from the bedroom is the pool. You got a TV. Bathroom. I know they said they were putting in a heater for me for one of the bathrooms because hot water is not a big thing here. That's one thing I miss, being in the United States, is having hot water, I'm gonna be honest. So this is the second bedroom. They have air in this one too. I may sleep in this one because it's smaller, which means that the air conditioning, that light fixture is broke. And this is the washer. And then you dry it outside. I do got some stuff I need to wash. So this is the second bathroom. This is the kitchen. Oh, I think this is the water heater that they were talking about that they... Oh no, that's a filter. That's a water filter system to be able to drink the water. I'm only here for 8 days, so ended up going to the country, the dining room area. That painting is beautiful. And the patio, baby, listen, I love this patio. The patio is directly, literally on the beach. So I'm definitely gonna be spending some time at the beach. Then overlooking the pool. Have me a hammock. This is the laundry rack for me to be able to dry the clothes. And then this is the living room. Yeah. It's nice. I'm tired, y'all, from all that traveling, child. I am tired. I need to spray everything down with Lysol, and then I need to also go to the store. Let's put a candle. Oh, somebody been burning the candle, child. And this is a spiritual candle. This is like an ofrenda here. Now, of course, I had to go to the roof to see how everything looked up there, and it was the sunset around this time now. Looking at the sunset was absolutely beautiful. The house is on Sunset Beach, actually. But I want to thank you all for tuning into this travel vlog. This was the first sunset, and baby, I just couldn't get enough of it.